Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today's topic of discussion on Jupyter Notebook. In the early days, scientists used to have a lab notebook to record text, progress, results and conclusions. Now Jupyter is a modern day tool that allows data scientists to record the complete analysis process, which is much in the same way other scientists use a lab notebook. Now the Jupyter product was originally developed as a part of the IPython project. The IPython project was used to provide interactive online access to Python over time. It became used for interacting with other data analysis tools such as Java in the same manner. With the split from the Python, the tool grew in its current manifestation of Jupyter. The IPython is still an active tool that's available for use. The name Jupyter itself is derived from the combination of Julia, Python and R. While Jupyter runs code in many programming languages, Python is a requirement for the installation of Jupyter Notebook itself. Now to download the Jupyter Notebook, there are a few ways in their official website. It is strongly recommended to install Python and Jupyter using the Anaconda distribution, which includes Python, the Jupyter Notebook, and the other commonly used packages for scientific computing as well as data science. Although one can also do so using the pip installation method. Personally, but I would suggest downloading Anaconda Navigator, which is the desktop graphical user interface included in Anaconda. Now, this allows you to launch applications and easily manage Conda packages, environments and channels without the need to use command line commands. So all you need to do is go to anaconda.org and inside you go to Anaconda Navigator. So as you can see here, we have the Conda installation code which you're gonna use to install it on your particular PC and laptop. So either you can use these installers. Once you download the Anaconda Navigator, it looks something like this. So as you can see here, we have a Jupyter tab, Jupyter Notebook, we have a Qt console which is a IPython console. We have Spider that is somewhat similar to our studio in terms of Python. Again we have a studio, so we also have Orange 3, we have GlueWiz, we have VSC code. Our focus today would be on Jupyter Notebook itself. Now, when you launch the Navigator, you can see there are many options available for launching Python as well as our instance. Now by defining Jupyter Notebook is fundamentally a JSON file with a number of annotations. Now it has three main parts. First is metadata, second is notebook format, and the third is the list of cells. Now you should go get yourself accordingly to the environment. The Jupyter user interface has a number of components. So it's important to know what components you're gonna be using on a daily basis and you get familiar with it. So as you can see here, our focus today will be on the Jupyter Notebook. So let me just launch the Jupyter Notebook. Now what it does, it creates an online Python instance for you to use over the web. So let's launch. Now as you can see here, we have Jupyter on the top left corner, and this acts as a button to go to your home page. Whenever you click on this, you can get back to your particular home page, is the dashboard. Now there are three tabs: display, with, file, with other. First one is file, second is running, and third is cluster. Now what we'll do is we'll understand all of these tabs and understand what are the importance of these tabs. The file tab shows the list of current file in the directory. So as you can see here, we have so many files here. Now the running tab presents another screen of the currently running processor and notebook. Now the drop down list for the terminal and the notebook are populated with their running number. So as you can see inside, we don't have any terminal or there are no running notebooks. So as of now, the cluster tab presents another screen to display the list of clusters available. See in the top right corner of the screen, there are three buttons which are the upload, new and the refresh button. Let me go back to, so as you can see here, we have upload, new and refresh button. Now the upload button is used to add files to the notebook space, and you may also just drag and drop as you would when handling files. Similarly, you can drag and drop notebooks into a specific folder as well. Now the menu with new in the top presence of the further menu of text file, folders and terminals and Python 3. Now the text file option is used to add a text file to the current directory. Now Jupyter will open a new browser window for you for running a new text editor. Now the text entered is automatically saved and will be displayed in your notebook file display. Now the folder option does what it does. It creates a folder with the name untitled folder, and remember all the files and folder name are editable. Now the terminal option allows you to start an IPython session. The notebook option available will be activated when the additional notebook is available in your environment. The Python 3 option is used to begin the Python 3 session interactively in your notebook. The interface look like the following page. Now what you will have is full file editing capabilities for your script, including save as a new file. You also have a complete working ID for your Python script. Now we come to the refresh button. The refresh button is used to update the display. It's not really necessary as a display is reactive to any changes in the underlying file structure. I had a talk with the file tab item. Now there is a checkbox, drop down menu and a home button. So as you can see here, we have checkbox, drop down menu and home button here. Now the checkbox is used to toggle all the checkbox in the item list. So as you can see, you can select all of these while either delete all of selected file. So what you can do is select all or deselect some of the files. So as you wish, now the drop down menu presents a list of choices available, which are the folders, all notebooks, runnings and file. So the folder section will select all the folder in the display and the presence account of the folder in the small box. So as you can see here, we have 17 numbers of the folder. Now all the notebooks section will change the count of the numbers of the notebooks and provide you with the many options. So you can see here it has select all the given notebook, which are the 7 in the numbers. So as you get the option to either duplicate, shut down the current notebook, so you need to move it, view it, edit it and delete it. Now the running section will select any running script. As you can see here, we have one running script and update the count to the number selected. Now the file select section will select all the file in the notebook display and update the counts accordingly. So if you select the file here, we are 8 files. As you can see here, we have 8 files. Now the home button brings you back to the home screen of the notebook. So on you click on the Jupyter Notebook lower, it will bring you back to the notebook dashboard. Now as you can see, on the left hand side of every item is a checkbox and I can end the item's name. The checkbox is used to build a set of files to operate upon. An icon is indicated of the type of the item. In case all of items are folder here coming down, and we have the running notebook and we have certain files and text file here. Now a typical workflow of any Jupyter notebook is, so first of all, create a notebook for the project or your data analysis. So add your analysis step, coding and output, and surround yourself analysis with organization and presentation markdown to communicate an entire story. Now interactive notebook that include widget and display modules will then be used by others by modifying parameter and the data to note the effects of the changes. Now if we talk about security, Jupyter Notebook are created in order to be shared with other users in many cases over the internet. However, the Jupyter Notebook can execute arbitrary code and generate arbitrary code. Now this can be a problem if malicious aspect we have been placed in the notebook. Now the default security mechanism for Jupyter Notebook includes raw HTML, which is always sanitized and checked for malicious coding. Another aspect, you cannot run external JavaScript. Now the cell contents, especially the HTML and the JavaScript, are not trusted. It requires user validation to continue and the output from any cell is not treated. All other HTML JavaScript is never trusted, and clearing the output will cause the notebook to become trusted when saved. Now a notebook can also use a security digest to ensure the correct user is modifying the contents. So for that, what you need to do is digest. What it does, it takes into account the entire content of the notebook and a secret which is only known by the notebook creator, and this combination ensures that malicious code is not going to be added to the notebook. So you can add security digest to the notebook using the following command, which I have given here. So it's Jupyter the profile, what you have selected, and inside what you need to do is security and notebook secret. So what you need to go is replace the notebook secret with your better secret, and that will act as a key for a particular notebook. So what you need to do is share that particular key with all your colleagues and whoever you want to share with that particular notebook with, and in that case it keeps the notebook secured and away from the malicious coder and all. Another aspect of Jupyter is configuration of, so you can configure some of the display parameter used in presenting notebook. Now these aren't configurable due to the use of a product known as code mirror to present and modify the notebook. So code mirror what is? Basically it is JavaScript based editor for the use within the web pages and notebooks. So what you do is, you can see here code mirror is a versatile text editor implemented in JavaScript for the browser. So what it does, it allows you to configure the option for Jupyter. So now let's execute some Python code and understand the notebook in a better way. Jupyter does not interact with your script as much as it execute your script and request the result. So I think this is how Jupyter Notebook have been extended to the other languages besides Python, as it just takes a script, runs it against a particular language engine and across the output from the engine, all the while not really knowing what kind of script is being executed. Now the new window show an empty cell for you to enter the Python code. What you need to do is under now select the Python 3. You can see here this notebook is untitled, and you can change the name of this. In the next session we will work on the coding part of the Jupyter Notebook. So thank you so much guys. If you have any doubt, you can add your doubt in comment section. Thank you so much.